Good morning. My name is Maury Hancox, and my partners are Jacob Shelton and Jack Fleischer. We stand against the resolution that the United States federal government should reform its policy for the vetting of refugees entering the United States. Now that we're familiar with the subject of this debate, let's move on to observation 1, definitions. We accept all of the affirmative team's definitions. Now that we are on the same page with the terms we are using in this debate, let's move on to our harms. Harm 1. Refugees are in dangerous situations. At the end of 2023, 110 million people worldwide were forcibly displaced from their homes due to persecution, conflict, violence, human rights violations, and events seriously disturbing public order. Source: UnitedNations.org. With other countries having issues with the way that they are treating people, citizens of those countries do not deserve to be treated in ways that violate human rights or that keep them and their families in danger. Our country can be a safe space for these suffering people, so we need to keep it easy to access entry to our country. Harm 2. People should be able to have access to better living conditions. Quote, we're going to protect our borders effectively, but we're also going to provide a pathway for talented, hardworking people who are here, who are fleeing persecution, who want to make a better life for themselves and their families. This is a quote from former President Obama during a speech he gave at the White House. The people suffering in other countries due to persecution should not have to remain put in the that. But we can still protect our border from illegal immigration while keeping pathways open and easy access to those who are truly in need. These people are living in conditions far inferior to what we are able to offer. What we're able to offer the hardworking man and his family here in the United States. Harm 3. Refugees boost our economy. For example, from 2005 to 2014, the federal government spent approximately $206 billion on refugees, and yet, over that same period, refugees contributed over $269 billion in tax revenue to federal, state, and local entities. That represents a net positive economic tax contribution of $63 billion. Secondly, research also shows that refugees boast high rates of entrepreneurship, outshining that of other immigrants and U.S.-born citizens. The United States was home to more than 180,000 refugee entrepreneurs in 2015. That means that 13% of refugees were entrepreneurs in 2015, compared to just 11.5% of non-refugee immigrants and 9% of U.S.-born population. The business of refugees also generated $4.6 billion of business income that year. Source: globalrefugee.org. These refugees are escaping dangerous situations are often more motivated to work than the standard immigrant, and as statistics show, even more successful in their endeavors than American citizens. Now that we have stated our reasons for why we disagree with the resolution, let's move on to addressing the affirmative team's plan. The affirmative team proposed that they would make the vetting process stricter for refugees wishing to enter our country. However, this has the negative side effect that it will affect people seeking safety by making it harder to access that safety. The affirmative team gave you several advantages. However, their advantages and plan also came with several disadvantages, including added time to process puts people in further danger who are already wishing to escape these situations, and it slows the process in keeping them in those bad situations. And it also makes it harder for those willing to work and follow the laws of our country to access safety here. Hopefully by now, you will be able to see that the affirmative team's plan is insufficient. In conclusion, it should be apparent to the judges that the affirmative team has presented an inferior case, that the negative has been able to poke holes in their argument, which is why my partners and I urge the judges to vote against the resolution that the United States federal government should reform its policy for the vetting of refugees entering the United States. Thank you. I'm now ready for cross-examination.